everyone's having a good morning so far. I am just getting up and ready. I've got to bring my little one to, well, my mom's going to bring the little one to school, but I've got to bring my oldest one to school. So, and they go to two separate schools. But I wanted to come on here and deliver a message, something quick to you guys. I was trying to get on a little bit earlier, but I didn't make it, so here I am. But let's go ahead and get started. Now, I've shuffled 3 decks, okay? And within each deck, I looked at the bottom, and the bottom is showing me all about some sort of passion or manifestation of one's dreams and romance. And this one we have the Lovers, which is commitment, and then on this bottom of this deck it says the Moon, and it has the 4 of Wands. Magician again, manifesting. So what I'm seeing is a lot of people are starting to manifest, and it's starting to come to fruition, the seeds that they've sown. And I'm seeing them definitely coming about, and it may be a little difficult to recognize, but I'm hearing Spirit say give it time. Just give it a little time and some more awareness, and maybe looking from a different perspective, and you will absolutely see these manifestations coming to light. Now, something big that's coming up. I wasn't going to discuss it because I do have to get the kiddo to school, but wow, the blood moon is coming on September the 7th. That is so exciting. We can start feeling effects of it anywhere from 5 to 7 days prior. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. Now, after that, we are going to be experiencing on September the, don't quote me on this, but it's either September the 17th or September the 27th, we're going to be going through a solar eclipse. So we have the blood moon, then the solar eclipse, and it's just going to be a lot of flow, a lot of transforming, and it's almost like the universe has placed it this way so that we could just, you know, get down to the nitty-gritty, hey, and get things done all at one time, all in one big sweep, so that we can all get caught up and we can start really working on the things like you know, fine-tuning our alignment, figuring out where's our direction, what's our purpose, where's our what's the steps we're gonna take to get there. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the general collective. We'll start off there. Well, we have the 8 of Swords, which represents usually the truth. It can also represent like a hollow victory. The Ace of Swords can also represent clarity, victory, things like that. Now this one is telling me, it says truth. Okay, focus, maybe a vision or even communication. Oh, and being decisive. Now this is gonna be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the Ace of Swords. So what truth is it that the collective is needing to know at this time, that they need to focus on, or they need to communicate about? It even says epiphany. So let's see. Ha. So the focus or the vision that the collective may be having is laying a strong foundation. Now, that's not to say that you don't already have one. This is simply stating within yourself being grounded. It also talks about setting new goals. Let's see, working really hard, receiving good news, feeling very ambitious, feeling faithful. That is everything. Hey. It never ends. But that is the Page of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Swords, thank you, Ross. So with the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is all about awareness and insight. We do not say that. I heard that. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Page of Coins. So having some sort of awareness and insight about laying down some sort of firm foundation. Now, like I said, if you have not done so already, it is about building upon a foundation that you already have. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here real quick for the general collective to start off their day, their beautiful day. We have the Five of Wands. Okay. So within you having some sort of clarity or receiving some sort of truth about you being in the works of laying down some sort of foundation for yourself, I'm seeing that there's going to be opposing forces, like people that are going to be argumentative about this. Maybe even I'm seeing personality clashing. It's the Five of Wands, so there could be some opposition, even like loss of temper, and if not careful, loss of opportunity. So definitely be on the lookout and be careful for that. And let's see what the next card has to say about the Five of Wands. So far we have some sort of clarity when it comes to laying down a firm foundation, which could also insinuate receiving some good news and being ambitious, setting goals, and being grounded. And then the Five of Wands is personalities clashing and chaos and opposition. So tell me more about this Five of Wands with the collective. We have the Hermit, the spiritual master. Okay, so we have the Hermit and the Five of Wands. I'm seeing that you have done a lot of contemplation within this solitude that you have gone through. I see that you've endured a lot of growth, a lot of problem solving. You've been absorbing advice and asking help from others, which is what, I mean, it's a really good trait to have. I mean, honestly, because, you know, there's no end point to how much you can learn, or there's no destination, really, when it comes to things. So I'm seeing that instead of something that has brought clarity to your foundation, is that there are going to be personality clashes, okay? But I see you with the hermit mode, kind of like ducking behind the scenes and kind of like getting away from all that and escaping the drama before it even begins. That's what I'm getting from this. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents, I mean, it does represent tradition, but it also represents a ruler, a leader. What's the difference between what's right and what's wrong? Programming and conforming. Going, like, your morals and your values and what you have faith in. So absolutely, I see you instead of and I know my title is something different. I forgot what I wrote my title as, and I just wrote this as, I just did this as a general reading for the collective, so it'll benefit everybody, hopefully. So I see you being wise and enlightened to the fact that putting yourself in a position to clash with somebody else's personality or character, knowing that that's what it's going to lead up to, I see you avoiding that, okay? Puppies, that's what it's saying right here. So let's see what else we have for the general collective. We have the Star, so having hope, feeling content, very spiritual, inspiring. There's a serene vibe that comes with the Star card, along with renewal. Hush. But most of all, being very hopeful and calm, and holding the faith with being fully inspired. Okay, Ross. Okay, so let's clarify the Star card. Why do we have the Star card and the hey, Ross, go inside. You got to get ready for school, baby. Go inside, baby. Go inside, okay? No, well, you're being a little loud, okay, love? Careful. Okay, so we have the Star, which is all about wishes granted as well. Let's see, what else do we need to know about the Star for the collective? Well, we got two. So we have the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing wishes granted. You're coming back renewed. You're coming back because with the Queen of Wands is like, if you think of it, she's kind of like a trendsetter. So this is someone who's very courageous, confident, has charisma, can be very charming, who's energetic, a visionary, sexy, you know, she's all of those things. And with that, okay, Ross, take the puppies over there and play, please. Ross, listen to me, baby. Well, move her and bring them over there, please. Bring them one by one. Thank you, baby. Okay. And then we have, so the Queen of Wands, if you were to think about it, she is like the stylish trendsetter, okay? The Star is a wish being granted. So, holding the faith, going against adversity, and doing it with courage, okay? Doing it with a sense of, okay, I've been through this cycle before, I recognize it, and I remember the mistakes that I've done before, and I'm not about to put myself in that situation again, you know, where they say, Ross, where they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, whatever, something like that. So then the Seven of Pentacles came out, which is about good things take time. So this is all about, it looks like it's been a long time coming for you, especially with you being patient. I'm sorry, that giggle. With you being patient and tempering yourself, I see that, and making sure that your side of the street is clean. That's something that I'm very big on, even telling my girls or telling any of my girlfriends. I'm like, look, hey guys, it is so important for you to keep your side of the street clean and know that what you're doing is right and is in alignment for your highest good and for the highest good of others as well. So that, and don't worry about what other people are doing on their side of the street, because eventually, sorry, the puppies, eventually they are gonna have to clean that up on the weekend, you know? So, it just, this is about you, okay? And this is about you really taking hold of your strength at this time, and the way that you are strategically, you know, choosing your battles. I'm sorry, that laugh. Ah! So, Ross, baby, grab the puppies and play with them. Okay, so it's saying, okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm going crazy. Y'all just give me 1 second. They're about to go inside. They play over here. I'm not, baby. I'm moving them because I'm on here. And I need to finish this. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so we have clarity here, okay, with the Ace of Swords, when it comes to something to do with our foundation, something to do with our laying a foundation, working really hard, being ambitious, having something goal-oriented. We see some sort of truth within that. Okay, now with the Five of Wands, I just have some quiet, so I just want to rehash everything. The Five of Wands is all about like personality clashing and, you know, not seeing things eye to eye. There could be some competition or arguing, maybe even some chaos and high tempers. Now, if this is something, I'm not even going to go there because this card says you're not going there. So the Five of Wands, that's what that represents, is personality clashing. Now, the Hermit is all about pulling yourself away from from the mix, and introspection, taking time to look deeper within, soul searching. So in other words, you can kind of classify this card as being like spiritual mastery. So in other words, being combined with the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands, so this chaos energy, and then you have this going into solitude so that you can dive deeper into knowledge and learn more things, and you can resolve issues at at a better time, which is more convenient for you, to where you can think clearly, you know, where you're able to be in a position to give advice. I see you in the moment of adversity. You're stopping and you're like, wait a minute, okay, I know how this story ends. Okay, if I even engage, or if I even try to put my opinion in, I become part of this chaos. And not only do I become part of it, I've already put some of my energy into it. And then you're going to end up feeling lethargic later on during the day, because you're still going to think about it, because you've already, you know, put your energy into it. And then later on, or a few days later, if you don't do it that same day, you're going to end up having to call your power back and your energy back, and it's just one less step you have to do. So to see that this is what's going on in the collective is just beautiful. So I'm really proud of you guys. I really am. I think this is amazing. Now here with the star card, which is all about wishes granted, feeling very content. It's about your spirituality, being inspired, showing your authenticity, having some sincerity with your words. Knowing your purpose, feeling renewed, healing, and most of all, keeping the faith, okay? Keeping the hope and faith that things are going to work out in your betterment. And combined, Ross, be gentle, and combined with the Queen of Wands, which in this tarot deck, she is identified as the stylish trendsetter. Okay, now the Queen of Wands is someone who's very charming. Like I said, she's sexy. She's like energetic, outgoing, courageous, confident. She's a visionary. She's very strong. So that being combined with the Star card, I see that you have a very, very strong, it's like you're moving. Have you ever heard that verse? I forget what the verse is. It's in the Bible, but the verse goes, she walks with strength and dignity and laughs without fear of the future. And that is what this is giving me. The Star and the Queen of Wands. Being extremely courageous, you know, walking into change and walking towards the fear of it with full bliss and just happiness, and not entertaining those thoughts of like, okay, well, what if this or what if that, you know? And this is another beautiful thing. Maybe my topic was on point, but This is a beautiful thing that I see that the collective is going through right now. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is good things take time. Now, let me get another card for that as well. For the general collective spirit. Why do we have this? Why do we have the Seven of Pentacles here? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we're moving up, okay? We're moving up, but just like the Seven of Pentacles talks about, good things take time, okay? And even a process that has steps in it takes time, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is all about one being dedicated to their craft or to what they do. So you can be an electrician, you can be a nail-tician, you can be a beautician, you can, well, go inside and change it. Baby, you shouldn't have done that. Put that up, please, okay? But I like that shirt. Put that up, please. So you have, not only are you exuding patience with this just charismatic, confident, charming zest, you know? It's almost like you're ready to step into the new season. I see you persevering. I see you looking at long term. You are Ross, move the dogs, please. Move the dogs, baby. I see that you are working on your investments. It says patience right here. Persevering, long-term view. Okay? So you have your vision in your mind. It's like you have your own personal vision board, okay? I'm sure everybody has heard of that term, the vision board. You know, you make one and it helps you manifest the things that you want to bring into your life. So if you want a new home, you could put your little picture of a nice home on there of what you would want it to look like. If you want to be close to family, put a family portrait up there or whatnot. Just examples. So what I'm getting right away is the fact that hey puppies, is the fact that you have put in some good quality diligent work, okay? And this work is helping you master whatever it is that you're trying, you are working towards, okay? Whether it be a certain passion, whether it may be in your career. Well, I'm on here. Or whether it be sticking to, you know, a self-employed job that or LLC that you may have. I see here with the Seven of Coins is you taking your time and looking at things long term when it comes to your investments, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about staying dedicated and putting in those hours. And I know y'all have heard the phrase, if you work your ass off hard now, you can play even harder later on, okay? And that's what I see the general collective doing at this time, okay? Now, Now, at the bottom of the deck, it is showing me that we have the Four of Swords, which is talking about time for no action. Now, this is talking about recalibrating, rest, taking a break, taking some time to heal. Everybody knows whenever we sleep, that's whenever our body can heal itself. And if you're not in a place where you can actually take a break and rest, then, excuse me, take some time to yourself and just sit somewhere silent. You know, whether it be in your car or in the garage or outside, or it doesn't matter, anywhere. In the closet at work. That'd be so crazy. One of your coworkers coming in for like supplies or something, and you're just sitting there like but I do see that y'all are gonna need some time for yourself as well. Okay, let me clarify these 4 piles. I didn't want to make this a long reading because I got to get her ready, well, both of them ready for school. Let's see, what deck am I going to use? I think I'm going to go for this one. I hope everyone's having a good morning. It seems like everyone's up pretty early. Oh, she's here to show you the puppy. All right, baby.
Here's the craziest puppy.
So we have a bunch of puppies. They just gave birth. Well, it didn't just give birth, but this is one of them. He's so cute. Look at the colors. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, go put them up.
Okay.
We had 4 boys, and I was... She is something. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Alright, let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Baby, it is time to go inside and brush your teeth, though.
But Auntie ran out.
It doesn't matter. Okay, let's clarify what we have here with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. What is Spirit trying to tell the collective at this time? And I would like to and I would like to do a I will be doing another reading a little bit more like around noon. That's Central Time, and that is going to be geared towards one of the zodiac signs. So can you clarify, Spirit, why we have the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles? Okay, so these are tarot cards, and they come out a little different. Okay, as you can see, it says Quest, but this actually represents the Knight of Cups, okay? Hey, lady, stop. Oh, I almost lost you guys. No, that would have been terrible and expensive. Okay, they're gone. This represents the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is usually on this beautiful stallion that has either a loving offer or a message, okay? And this says, it just has like a phrase in there. It says, driven by dreams and emotional pursuits, you seek fulfillment with passion. Focus on your goals while staying true to your heart's desire. And that kind of goes with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, where it says good things take time and being dedicated to your craft. And not only that, but staying true to your goals also correlates with the Page of Pentacles, which is laying a foundation. That is being goal oriented, staying true to your goals. The Ace of Swords itself, before that, is all about having being decisive with your choices and the decisions that you're going to make, whether it be within today, or in the near future. So we have that there. Okay. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands and the Hermit. Sorry, guys. Gotta get up and close and personal. Okay, so Five of Wands and the Hermit. Remember, I said the Five of Wands was all about like personalities clashing, and then the Hermit was more like about the spiritual mastery. So let's clarify the Five of Wands and the Hermit. Okay, when it comes to the Five of Wands and the Hermit, we have the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords here is displayed as anxiety, which that's kind of what it represents. I mean, this is a tarot deck. It just says it in different ways. So it says, worry and fear may feel overwhelming, keeping you up at night. Acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them consume you. Clarity will come through patience and self-compassion. Clarity, the Ace of Swords, that's all about the knowing, the truth, receiving clarity, decisiveness. Okay, within this card, it's funny because here we have the Five of Wands and the Hermit, and the way I'm reading it is that you are being the higher person, the better person, and you are eliminating yourself and choosing your battles wisely than having to invest in something that's ultimately going to give waste to your energy. So, and right here it says, acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them consume you. Okay? And that's what you guys are already doing. And if not, I hope that you guys start doing this, because it will make, I don't want to say it's going to bring things, because ultimately once you start to walk in this kind of enlightenment of what's going on and awareness of what's going on in your surroundings, either way, it's still difficult to navigate. But I see you guys are doing it, and I applaud you, because it's not very easy at all. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? We have the Hangman, which is surrender. Yeah, you're going into hermit mode. Instead of fighting, you're going the other way into solitude to resolve the issue on your own. And the Hangman here is all about surrender. Release control and trust the process. Shifting your perspective will reveal new insights. Resistance only hinders growth. By letting go, you allow clarity and transformation to emerge, creating space for deeper understanding. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's clarify the Star card and the Queen of Wands. Why is that here? Why is the Star and the Queen of... We have the Hermit, which is about reflection. Let's read it first. It says, this is a time for introspection and solitude. Step away from the noise and connect with your inner. Now we have the Hermit here because I used a different deck at the beginning cards on the 2 cards prior to that. And then on the clarifying tarot deck that I used, we got the Hermit card for the Star and the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing that what it was that helped you heal, renew, find your purpose, find your inspiration, and work on your spirituality and stay within the frame of hope and faith is, and not only that, to be able to do it in a stylish, trend-setting kind of way. Like, I'm talking to a bad bitch out there. I'm talking to you know, a dude who's on his shit. Like, really. Hey. Sorry. It's like, okay, reflection. It says, this is a time for introspection and solitude. Step away from the noise. Like I said, if you needed to go away, step away from the noise and connect with your inner wisdom. Answers will emerge when you focus inward. Trust that this pause will bring clarity and help you align with your higher purpose. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're very hopeful about it. That's why you're stepping into the Hermit mode, is to put more thought process into it, ultimately more energy into it, and you're doing it very beautifully. You're very courageous and driven. Confirmation. Okay, let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles for me. It says, hey, it says planning. You are standing at a crossroads, ready to expand your horizons. Take time to evaluate your options and make a plan. With focus and determination, you can set the foundation for success. The future is in your hands. Choose with purpose. I'm sorry, that dog, I just read that and I didn't even process it. But let me look at the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you're setting up right now for long-term legacy success, maybe even, I see you being very committed to it. And you may even be ready to expand, maybe some sort of job, career, work, endeavor, anything like that, family. I see that there's a need to take time to evaluate your options and make a plan. With focus and determination, you can set the foundation for success. And we were talking about foundation with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is all about laying down a strong foundation. It says the future is in your hands. Choose with purpose. And I think that goes perfectly clarifying the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, because, you know, it takes time to build something strong and sturdy, something that's going to last. And here it's saying to sticking to whatever it is that you have been working and mastering on for quite some time. And at the bottom of the deck, ooh. At the beginning, I told you at the bottom of the deck, it was talking about needing to rest and to rejuvenate, to meditate, to make sure that you are grounded and in alignment. So you are able to seize this fortunate opportunity that's coming your way. Life cycles are turning, bringing change and new opportunities. Embrace the flow and trust that every shift aligns with your growth. What feels uncertain now is guiding you towards a path of expansion. Stay open to the unfolding of fate. Okay, that was at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Because I can't make this much longer. I don't know if I want to bring the Kipperish into this. Let's see, I was going to bring an oracle, but let's clarify more on this 8-card spread with a different tarot deck. Okay, I just want a little bit more clarity. I mean, I was only just reading and picking up the energy for today. So, yeah, hopefully that will, this last tarot deck, help us bring it all together. But man, it looks like you guys are doing well, very well throughout this transformation. And it's so important to ask questions if you need to. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups for me. Okay, so the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups was represented by the King of Cups. Okay, this is kind of insinuating like a need to always compose yourself before giving a response. And I think that's extremely important. I know for me, especially whenever I'm doing my other work, I'll get proposals here and there, and for the longest time, because I'm very like impulsive and just ready to jump at the next beautiful opportunity, I didn't see the reason in taking that extra time for myself to see if I may be missing something, or if maybe my mind might change or something like that. So a few years ago I stopped doing that, and now when somebody asks me a question that I don't know the answer to, and it's kind of like a question that deems almost you taking responsibility of some sort of project or whatever it may be. I usually tell people that, well, I've got to look at my schedule. I don't know what I have lined up, so I'm gonna sleep on it tonight and I'll call you in the morning. That's usually how I face situations whenever it's right there in the moment, okay? Because I know for myself that it can be very beneficial for me to take some time to truly look at all the pros and cons, see how it will work with whatever, surrounding businesses or hobbies or people that are in that surrounding area or at that time. It's just, this is being careful to committing to something that you are not 100% confident in, or you're not 100% sure that you're going to be able to show up and show out, And at the end of the day, guys, our word is everything. So that's what that's saying. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups, and it says, do you feel that in your heart? That's potential, my dear. So I thought that was cute because we have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay. So can you clarify the Five of Wands and the Hermit and the Nine of Swords, Spirit? Okay, so this is about the personality clashes and being a spiritual master by going into hermit mode and resolving the issue yourself, or taking that extra time that you need, receiving the advice you need, doing some soul searching. And this is the Two of Swords, which is someone who is indecisive about which way they should go. Now, the Two of Swords can also be like being in two minds about something. Favoring both sides but not knowing which is the best for you and your future, I guess you would say. But the little meme or keywords here say, wake up. It is it that you truly want. No, I'm sorry. What is it that you truly want? So it says, wake up. What the hell is it that you truly want? You're being indecisive. You're at a crossroads. Okay? Do you really want to sit here and argue and fight with all these people just so you can get your point across when it's falling on deaf ears anyway? Or would you rather take some time for some isolation and solitude to where you can grow upon the issue, you can contemplate, and you can come up with a solution, which is not anxiety. So make sure you're being in tune with your emotions during this time. Like I was saying, with the blood moon lunar eclipse that's coming on September 7th is going to be very strong, and the beginning effects of it don't start September 7th. They begin to start anywhere from 5 to 7 days prior to September 7th. So we're going to be having the blood moon then, and then on September, either I got the dates mixed up, 17th or the 27th, we're going to be having a solar eclipse, okay, in Virgo. So this blood moon is going to be in Pisces, I believe. Yeah, Pisces. The blood moon's in Pisces, and the solar eclipse is in Virgo. So, yeah. These two huge planetary, or these two huge lunar phases are going to be very, very impactful. So if you're curious about it, I would Google it, Google everything. Just Google it, or chat GPT it or whatever, and ask, what are the symptoms to be on the lookout during these times? What is it that I am supposed to expect, All right, so we have reflection with that. Spirit, clarify the Star and the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. That was quick. Okay, I feel like, because I just got the Five of Swords with the Star and the Queen of Wands and the Hermit, and that kind of reminds me of the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords with the Two of Swords. It's kind of talking about the same thing, but it's also talking about throughout this time of being very inspired and hopeful and wishful. And not only that, but being in a state of, or in a place where you're exuding confidence and courage, and your, you know, your visions are very, very strong at this time. Solitude, going into solitude, hermit mode is not a bad thing. Okay, now here with the Five of Swords is talking about, you know, competition, misunderstandings, conflict, defeat, drama, stuff like that. And I just think this is just here to help you, remind you that you can't be right all of the time. So, as I was saying, that the moment you involve yourself into any kind of turbulent situation where it may be, you know, it might be frisky between you and a group of friends, or you and a community, or maybe you and your neighbors, or you and the people you work with, or you and the people you go to school with, or whatever it is. This is just a simple reminder, because of the last pile, that you know, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, you can't win all of them. Okay? In a way, it does make a difference on the people that you're dealing with when it comes to said argument or disagreement, or even worse, competitiveness. This is just saying that make sure you remind yourself how important it is to choose your battles wisely, because if you choose to engage, then you have already just put your energy into the situation. And once your energy has crossed that threshold, you have given up some of your power. And I feel like this is a season of, you know, holding tight to our energy and savoring it for something that's going to be very beautiful and extravagant and long term. So yeah. Okay, last card to clarify. So we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, which is, Seven of Pentacles is talking about persevering, good things come, just take time. This is also talking about, you know, long-term investments, being patient, hard work coming to fruition. This can also represent like fertility in a sense. And then the Eight of Pentacles is, okay, you've already created something big and beautiful for yourself. You've created your own job, your own, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be self-employed, like a carpenter, or you may do HVAC. I don't know. Who knows? This could be for anybody. And then right here we have planning. So you've developed something that has a strong foundation for itself, that has something to do with your finances. And you're still steady at work with it, okay? And then we have the planning card here, which is you are standing at a crossroad ready to expand your horizon. Take time to evaluate your options and make a plan. With focus and determination, you can set the foundation for success. The future is in your hands. Choose with purpose. Okay, that's what we're going to clarify. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, and I love the way it says it. It says, look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. Okay, so I feel like that was a little message from Spirit. Okay, so we have this, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the planning. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So in this Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of like depicting imagery of like taking care of what you have and watching it grow. Nurturing these things. So I see you okay, this can go in two different ways. This can actually be literal, like you have patiently started a new example. Theoretically, you have started a new enterprise, LLC, whatnot, let's say a roofing division or something like that. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is going to say, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, you are steadfast at work. You're extremely determined. You, your labor is starting to bear fruit, and you are investing in long-term goals. Now, and then we have the planning, okay, making sure that you you evaluate your options and you plan with full-on focus and determination. Now this Seven of Pentacles is talking about nurture what you have, same thing. And then this reminds me, and see how it grows and grows, that kind of reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles. So, in other words, let's say you're a content creator, or let's say that you I don't know, but whatever you do, there's a high demand for it, okay? And I see that with the Six of Swords is all about moving to calmer waters, moving away to find peace and balance and maybe your sanity once again. But to me, I feel like this is talking about you writing a new chapter in the way you're expanding in your life, in the way you're expanding in, yes, Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? Nine of Cups is usually depicted with this beautiful woman who's just got flower arrangements all over, or she's just in nature with beautiful flowers. And I've always said that, you know, all they're missing are the grapes and you have cornucopia, you know? So that is this Nine of Cups. In romantic matters, this would insinuate someone who is perfectly perfectly content and happy with or without a partner. So this person is very secure within themselves. And that's what I'm seeing for those today. Oh, New Mexico. Wow. Live in a constant state of gratitude, because whatever you embody in here is what your outer surroundings will end up being. So yeah, that was just for the general collective's energy for today. Now, before I let you guys go, I'm going to do I'm gonna pull a few chips. Let me just pick these up. I really do hope everybody has a good day today. I woke up feeling pretty refreshed and good, and I was hoping to come on here and just share all the good vibes with everybody. Right whenever I woke up, I walked in the yard and I had a few roses. I don't ever cut them unless I trim them. But I had some that fell on the ground, and so I just kind of wrapped them up with a rubber band and put them on here. They smell so pretty. Okay. So, what oracle deck are we going to use? Well, let's... Ouch. I know. Alright, what's going on? Maybe they'll just come out if they need to come out. Ah! They're coming out. Alright, we got 3, 4. I like this better. 5, 6. That's my lucky number. We have label. Oh, shut up. This one is... Sorry. This one says foundation. Reward. That's good, because you want that kind of energy to be returned back to you. So we have label, foundation, reward, the heart, blessing. Big change. Now let me tell you something. I've got some good, I got some bad, I got some ugly chips in here. And this combination of chips, I think just is like a chef's kiss to the reading, you know? I'm also seeing hydrate, and I don't know why that just, maybe because I want some water instead of a Coke. Okay, we're gonna pour some chips. Now, any of these chips can correlate with maybe something you're going through, or somebody else you know that's close to you is going through, something like that. It could also be happening. I usually try and make a whole thing out of it, but I don't have time to do that. I've got to go pack lunches. Okay, so we have rapidness. We have spiritualist. We have share. We have believe. We have admission. Spellbound. Listening. Somebody's been listening to some sort of group that's been collaborating. We have eerie. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but that's how it came out to me, okay? So we're gonna just go with it. That's how it's spelled. We have affair. Support. We did have spiritualist out here. It says do nothing. Remember we had that rest card. Require. Maybe somebody's lying about an affair. One that's unhealthy. We have, I thought we already had this one. No, I guess not. We have heart. Listen to your heart, where there's nothing to do. Listen to your heart. Unplug. Unplug from the drama. And look! What the fuck was I thinking when I wrote these? Hold on, let me find one that goes with it. No. Look at the progress you've made. Excuse me. Whew! And the direction. I cracked myself up. I'm sorry. Unplug and look. Progress, direction, home, foundation. There's light. Maybe healing light. Heal. Maybe something about money. Money, money, money. It says perfect and then a question mark. Oh, we do have yourself or you, and then we have perfect with the question mark. So perfect, who? You or me? Perfect. You talking to who? You? I don't know. Some of you guys, especially with the Four of Swords coming out, could have felt burnt out or exhausted around this time. I know I have. Something significant about a wedding and yourself. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that thing on, I think it's YouTube or is it TikTok, where that little girl, she's buckled up in the back seat and she's telling the parents to say, no, you worry about yourself. You drive. And she's like, the parent says, you want me to help you buckle you up? You want me to help you? She's like, no, drive. Worry about yourself. And I just thought that was the cutest thing ever. I mean, my little one wouldn't be telling me that, but it's just funny. And what I'm gonna leave you with today, well, for this morning, is a divine door. No. I'll leave you with some angel numbers. I haven't done my angel numbers in a minute. Let's just see what messages come out. What message do you have for the general collective for today? We have 999, which is fulfillment. It says, visualize what's next. The cycle you've been carrying out is reaching fulfillment. You are at the finish line of your goals, and it's time to start leveling up to visualize some new ones. What can you do to tie up loose ends? Explore this question today in quiet reflection. Beautiful. 401, revive. It's your time to shine, baby. Your angels need you to know that the light is shining on you now. It's time to take that chance, speak up for yourself, and go for that thing you've been waiting to do but haven't yet. You have a window of opportunity, and your angels are giving you the go-ahead to put some effort forth to get this done. Right now, take a power walk, sing your favorite song, or have a solo dance party. Get the energy moving immediately to take things to the next level. Okay. Let's see what else. We're just going to get 2 more. Main messages my general collective need to hear for today. People that are watching. Oops. Just one at a time, Spirit. What do they need to hear for today? 599. Be steadfast. Fortify your mindset. Your angels are seeking you to reconsider a belief you currently have. The present situation is calling you to change your mind about something in order to align with who you authentically are. Okay? Being steadfast and secure in your own intuitive wisdom is necessary now. Write down what is important to your soul at this time and reflect on how you can stay true to that in the days to come, even as you may shift your belief to harmonize with what you hold true within. Okay, last one for the collective to help them for their day. 957. It says, go forth. Stick with your decisions, okay? And that's kind of like the 8 of Pentacles, you know? It says, stick with your decisions. The choice you made is one you need to stick with. Your angels guard against vacillating any further. Wavering just delays the fulfillment of the bigger picture. Lie in meditation now with your hands on your solar plexus chakra, just above the navel, and repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I am confident. And what the reading was all about today is persistence. I have to read this one. Reap the rewards of your efforts, okay? You've been working very hard towards your goals, but at some point you have to take all you've done and benefit from it. Oh man, I have to benefit from everything I've put my, hard work into? I guess so. Your angels ask you to honor your growth. Reflect on something you've been working on for a long time and think about how far you've come. Really give yourself some credit for lessons learned, tasks accomplished, and fears faced. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job, Rochelle. And those are the frequencies that the angels are trying to get you on today so that you can ultimately be your own cheerleader. I'll be your cheerleader. I'm here cheering for you guys, but it's always a lovely and beautiful thing when one can embody that within themselves. So that's the goal, and I'm all here for it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the reading here at South Haunting Hospitality. I'm glad to have you, and I hope to connect with you guys later on. So, beside all that, y'all have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.